First of all, why you yelling at me? Like, I didn't, hold on. I've never yelled at you. It's fake it till you make it. Bro, what are you talking about? You see this rap sheet? That? Yeah, that's dope. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Through with a Splash of Tea, a podcast where we either speak to brilliant people, do this thing one on one, or have best friend chats with my best friend T. I'm your host, Cass, and let's get right into it. So, today I want to talk about something that I was most recently speaking about with one of my girlfriends, which is confidence. I want to talk about confidence. I want to talk about what it looks like when you don't have it. I want to talk about what it looks like when you do have it. I want to talk about what I think it really is. I consider myself to be, I don't consider myself to be an extremely confident person, but I think I portray confidence pretty well. So from that plateau is where I will be discussing this topic. Okay, so let's talk about it. So first things first. So the conversation that I had with my girlfriend, she was like, okay, so like I don't really have confidence. Like, how is that something, like, how do you work on that? How is that something that I could work on? And I was like, honestly, girl, my best advice when it comes to confidence is fake it till you make it. Like, honestly, tell yourself certain things that you want to start believing, or that you want, or that will contribute to the person you want to become. Just tell yourself that. Just tell yourself that as often as possible. And once you continue to drink your own Kool-Aid, you'll believe it. And I think, literally, I think that's it. I think, I know that it is so important to make a mental shift when you're trying to achieve anything. There is going to be a mental change that will happen throughout the course of your journey. And I think, and I strongly believe that that's one of the most important elements of you taking on any journey. You losing weight, you going to therapy, you taking taekwondo, you whatever journey you decide to take. I think the most important element of it is the wisdom you retrieve during the journey. So, with that being the case, throughout the journey of you figuring out how to become a more confident person is when you will start to pick up the nuggets of, oh, okay, this is what makes you confident. That's what makes you confident. That's what makes you confident. Because honestly, I'm going to let y'all know a secret real quick that confidence isn't really like a real thing. Like, listen to me for 1 second. Let me tell you the definition of confidence. 1 second. The state of feeling certain about the truth of something. Did you hear me? The state of feeling certain about the truth of something. The state of feeling certain about the truth of something. That is confidence. So just feeling certain that this is true. So I feel certain that, I don't know, I feel certain that when somebody says something about me, it has no bearing on who I actually am. So it really doesn't matter. I feel certain about that. That doesn't mean that when somebody says something about me or to me that is offensive or that is hurtful, that it doesn't hurt me or that it will no longer hurt me. That means that I am becoming a person that realizes that it really should not matter. So I'm going to keep telling myself it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it really should not. It truly should not. And then I'm going to believe that it doesn't matter. And that's where I'm at right now. That's why I've been able to like do this, like a podcast, like what the, like that's a lot. But it doesn't matter. Like what I'm trying to do, the goal is bigger than the stones that will be cast at me. Like it doesn't, though that doesn't matter. My goal is huge. My goal is too big. My goal is for people to realize their greatness and to understand the value that they have. Even if my goal wasn't bigger than the stones people cast at me telling myself that it doesn't matter what people think about my ideas or my creativity, it allows me to believe that and walk in that facet. So that is what has allowed me, again, to do creative things like this, to start a podcast, to do any of this, is because I've been able to drink my Kool-Aid and actually believe, like, yo, it actually really doesn't matter. Like, they bleed like I bleed. Like, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm creating, and anybody that creates will be cast stones upon by people. It just happens. So it really, truly does not matter. But that's what you have to do. So honestly, that's what I told my friend. I was like, what really, really helped me is when I went to therapy, and I know this is so like cliche, whatever. This is probably so like 2013 Tumblr. Tumblr was not 2013. But this is probably like so 2013. But words of affirmation. And I know it's like the whole like cold plunge journal, you got to do all this before you can start your day. No, I'm not one of those. Like if you want to do something, you wake up, you do it. But before you do it, maybe after you brush your teeth, because you do that every day. After you brush your teeth, like look in the mirror, say three things to yourself, then boom, start your day. And like that helps you. Literally, you are drinking the Kool-Aid. You are telling yourself, I'm worthy, I'm enough, I'm beautiful. All right, let me start my day. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm saying it. Some days I'm just saying it. It's just muscle memory. Like it's just vocal muscle memory, I guess. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it real quick. Da da da. But there are other days that it's like, oh yeah, that's how you're walking today. You're walking through the world like that today. This is this is the energy we're on. Those days, those days are the big days. Those days make up for the days where you're just rambling it just to say it. It's important. It's important to say things that you want to be true. If you want to be a certain type of person, then you need to say it like, I am this. I am worthy. I am rich. I am loving. I am understanding. I am an empath. I am whatever you want to be. Tell yourself that every day. And you will walk in that path. And then randomly throughout the day, you will think about yourself saying it like in the mirror. Like you'll like bring that back up in memory. And it'll just be a reminder like, oh yeah, I'm enough. What the hell? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why am I allowing this person to treat me like this? Did I just forget that I'm literally enough? Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. Another element of like being confident when you don't really have confidence, I feel, is taking yourself out of spaces where people don't treat you how you want to be treated. Like if you're always like the butt of everybody's joke and you're like, yo, I'm honestly sick of that. Like I want to not be that character. Then you need to either nip it in the bud and let people know like, yeah, I'm not moving like that anymore. Or you need to remove yourself from that space and find people that align with the person you're trying to be. And I'm not saying like just drop all your friends. I'm saying maybe spend a little less time with your friends, your current friends, and try and network and expand and find people that align with the path that you're on. Helps you be confident as well. Taking yourself out of spaces where you feel less confident, where you feel powerless. And speaking of powerless, a lot of people have the imposter syndrome, where they feel like, all right, like I'm not worthy of this. I feel like I suffer from imposter syndrome as well. I feel like a lot of the things that I achieve, I didn't work hard enough to get, I feel. And nothing's been handed to me. I just, like, I don't know. I really believe that I'm on God's top 8. Like, God has a MySpace, and I'm in his top 8. And I always ask him why, because I don't understand. So it's kind of like that. Like, I'm just like, I don't understand, like, why these things are happening to me. Like, I'm not worthy of it. Y'all know I'm obsessed with Alex Hormozy, and he brought up this good point about imposter syndrome. And he was like, you feel imposter syndrome because you're an imposter, because you are lying. You aren't that person that you're claiming to be. So become that person. And when he said that, y'all, I was like, oh. First of all, why you yelling at me? Like, I didn't, hold on. I've never yelled at you. And secondly, okay, okay, like, you're right, okay. So he's like, do the work. So you're like, essentially, you're beating imposter syndrome out of you. There is no way you can become an imposter because you've done this a million times. You put the reps in, you put the work in. There's no way you can call me an imposter. And I like that because it's like, we can't even, like, like when you're talking to somebody or like, when you're talking to somebody and somebody says something so outrageous that you're like, what are you even talking about? Like, what are you even talking about? Like, that doesn't even make sense for you to ask me or for you to discuss with me, because I don't even, like, I'm not even there. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, it doesn't even land for me. You can do that to yourself when it comes to imposter syndrome. You can tell yourself like, "Oh, Cass, like you're not worthy of this interview guest. You're not good enough to be able to interview them." And you can look at that you can look at that imposter syndrome and be like, "Bro, what are you talking about? You see this rap sheet? You see what I've been doing? You have no idea what I like, bro, get out of here." Like, you can do that to yourself, and I think that's so dope. And I think that that's what we need to do. We need to put in the reps, put in the work so hard where it's like, you can't even tell me that I'm not worthy of this. Like, I've proven time and time and time again that I'm worthy of this. So tell me something else. Like, try again. Like, I love that so much. So I think that that's something that we have to do, like, to ourselves more often. And don't get me wrong, that's difficult. Like, what? To make yourself believe that, like, yo, I'm really worthy of that? That's not easy, but it's true. It's true. And confidence is all about what you believe in. And all you got to do is believe in yourself. I'm not saying all you got to do like it's the easiest task in the world, but it is doable. Like, stop playing. Like, it's doable. So if you can believe that you can do something, then that's your first step right there. And then you can do that. I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. I can do that. And then it starts to snowball. But in order to believe in yourself, you have to have that mental mind shift. The easiest way to help that mental mind shift is to say something repeatedly to yourself over and over and over and over and over again. At a certain point, you're going to believe it. At a certain point, you're going to believe it. And you continuing to work hard is going to be evidence and proof to whatever you're saying to yourself. Like, what? I'm worthy. Yeah, I'm worthy. I wake up every day and I head to work. I'm beautiful. Yeah, I'm beautiful because I wake up every day. I take a shower, I wash my face, and I walk out into this world. Yeah, I'm beautiful. Like, I'm a great mom. Yeah, I'm a great mom because every day I drop off the babies at school. I pick them up after school. I make sure that they get their homework done. While I'm doing dinner, I do all this stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I spend all that money on them groceries every week. Yeah, like, you have to start telling yourself these things and you will walk in alignment with what you're telling yourself. It's like the same thing when you I never forget, one of my college professors told me this. One of my college damn, I'm talking like I got marbles in my mouth today. Golly. One of my college professors, it was speech. It was speech? It was speech, some sort of speech course. Like, if you're going down the stairs and you tell yourself, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall, you fall. The things we tell ourselves are very, very important. Are very, very important. So any shift you want to make, that's why we tell kids, like, everything we tell kids. It's like, it's so strange to me because we will tell kids all these like life lessons, and then when you grow up you just like throw them out, like, treat people how you want to be treated. But then you go on the internet and you bash people, or we'll flipping through a magazine and we will talk so much trash about a celebrity. It's so crazy because it's like these life lessons are so important. Like, we want to instill them into our kids, but it's like when you're no longer a kid, it's like after what, 10, 11, 12, you no longer need them anymore, so don't care about them. And then you try and you want your kids to pick them up again by the time they're 30. Like, why are we humans like this? Like, I'll never understand it. Why do we do this? Like, it's crazy. But I also want to let y'all know that a lot of us, including myself, fake confidence. Like, we don't wake up every day like, oh yeah, I'm about to attack this day. Yeah, I got this. Like, I'm about to crush it. No, baby. It's not like that. Like, there are days where it's like, I don't even, like, I'm just gonna drag my feet through this day and try and get to the end. There are days like that. There are absolute days like that. But I don't let that take control of my week. I don't let that take control of multiple days. Like, I try my best to shake out of that as best I can. It's just like, it's just about telling yourself. You got to tell yourself that, like, yo, I'm about to move this way. I'm about to act this way. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Like, you have to tell yourself that. And one day you'll start to believe the Kool-Aid. And then you'll look up and you'll realize, like, not only do I believe the Kool-Aid, but I'm actually, like, this is actually me. Like, I'm actually walking like this. I'm not just talking about it anymore. I'm doing it. That, yeah, that's dope. That's so dope. That's so dope. Absolutely. So confidence, to me, confidence is not a real thing. It's simply just telling yourself and believing what you tell yourself. Telling yourself certain things and believing what you tell yourself. So that's why I think it's so important to repeatedly tell yourself whatever it is that you want to become, or however it is that you want to act. Tell yourself that constantly, and you will start to act. You will see a shift in your life. Definitely, I believe that wholeheartedly. So I'm gonna end there on confidence. Y'all let me know what you guys think about confidence, or like if you consider yourself a confident person. I don't consider myself a confident person, but I think that I, again, portray confidence pretty well. I think that I can have other people drink the Kool-Aid pretty easily. But I don't think I know me, and I know you know your demons, right? So whatever. Um yeah. So I was gonna get into a story time, but I really don't want to get into it again. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, go on TikTok and listen to my story time, my most recent story time. It's called, what did I label it? Like story time, get away from my friend. Listen to that. Because like that just annoyed me so much, and it happened so recently. Like I just, oh my gosh, so annoying. Um Listen to that and like let me know your thoughts, because like I just hate when people are on my back. Like get off of my back. Like stop. So yeah, I'm gonna end there. Thank you so much if you watched. Thank you for watching if you watched. Thank you for listening if you listened. Through with a Splash of Tea is released every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on all streaming platforms along with YouTube. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys next week. Tomorrow we have a great drop. We have a great interview. I'm excited for you to hear that. And then on Thursday, we have my sister. I will be doing the Thursday segments with my sister for a little bit because T is on maternity leave. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my goddaughter is here. So that's super exciting. So we have all those things happening this week. So be sure to listen both today. Well, not both. I guess threesies, whatever. Today, tomorrow, and Thursday. It'll be great conversations. I swear to you, I know it because I edited it and I was in it. So basically, just listen to what I say. You guys have a great night.